Are you listening, Internet? I hope you are. Let's take the volume down out of my ears a little bit. Let's take the volume down a little more, just period. What was it? Yeah, let's go to settings. Music volume. I have to hit apply first. That's just, yeah. Oh, there it is. Let's take the main volume down a little too, so I can audio. Yeah, let's take this down to 70%. Oh, yeah. Are you listening, Internet? Time for my Bumble review. So I've been using Bumble for a year now. It feels like maybe a little less. And I would say hooray. I finally had an interaction, but it was not a hooray interaction. So a little bit of background. I got told about Bumble from some people that I work with, and I said you should give it a shot. Women initiate the conversations in Bumble. I was like, okay. And obviously from the game that I'm playing, I'm not exactly the most outgoing person in the world. I like collecting rocks with a little mechanical mech. You know what I'm saying here? So, you know, it's yeah, so I'm not exactly Mr. Let's go out and hang out. You know, social interactions are, you know, I mean, I've gotten a lot better at them. Let's just put it that way. Been on this planet for a few decades, well, more than a, yeah, let's say a few decades. And yeah. So, a little bit of backstory. I've been single for about the last 2 years almost. You know, I had a on-again, off-again relationship that was very unhealthy. So after I ended it, I decided I'd go out looking, and of course, you know, internet seems like the easiest thing to do. You know, I know personally that I am not the most sought after male ever, is to put it gently. I'm an acquired taste. So that being said, I wasn't expecting a lot of results, but I also wasn't expecting to have the app for as long as I've had without any interaction whatsoever. I've got matches here and there, and if you don't know how Bumble works, if you match, the female must communicate first, or there is no talking. So it is completely up to the ladies to decide whether or not they want to speak to me. And you know, I very rarely get matches, and on top of that, even actually communicated with a lady up till today. And well, I mean, for the first 6 months that I had the app, I kept my age range at 10 years older and 10 years younger than me. And because of not lack of trying, but lack of results, I decided, you know what? I'll just open it up. All the way from the bottom, all the way to the top. You know, so... yeah, because obviously, you know, if you're not catching anything, you toss a wider net. Getting to my interaction today, it was an odd day for Bumble for me. I had 3 matches, which is, you know, yeah, that's odd for me. I usually get 1 match a month, if that, and like I said, up until today, had yet to communicate with a lady or a female. Let's say female, because I don't know if the interaction today should be considered. Yeah, I think it would be a little bit misleading to say that she was a lady. She was not nice whatsoever, and you know, in all fairness, she was young, so you know, I can understand that. That actually makes a little bit of sense to me. Oh, we can open this up, get a little more storage in, get the machines going. But it doesn't make it any less frustrating that the one time that I have actually communicated with someone after about a year. Well, hold on, we're March? Yeah, I was recommended last March, maybe last February. So a year into using the app, and first person to actually talk to me is a little 21-year-old who, and I hate to say it, but did not seem genuine. Basically doing everything that they could to bait me into saying something dumb, and then at the end of it proceeding to, I guess, what would be the right word, age shaming me? Yeah, I guess that'd be the right way to describe it, age shaming me. Because I mean, after the interaction, you know, which was light and friendly and a little bit goofy for the most part of it, but then I could tell that there was definitely some sort of intention. It's like, you know, well, tell me what you want, and I was like, well, what? And I was blatantly honest. I want dinner because I just got done working. So, and I believe the just open that all the way up too. Keep these machines working. So I believe the word is sad panda, because it's all that effort, and then the only representative of the female community to actually communicate with me. I just felt like shit after doing it. It's like, why do I even have this app? You know, it's like, who is this app meant for then? It's, I mean, the thought process is, for me, if I know that I'm not completely unwantable, I'm just not 95 to 97% of the women out there's cup of tea. And given that now I'm getting a little bit older, I can start to see my gray hairs. You know, it's just that kind of world. And I didn't have any intention of feeling this bad today. I didn't want to feel this bad today. But because someone else decided that they wanted to have a good time and goof around. I mean, that's basically what it is. You know? I do. I feel horrible. I feel horrible, and there's no reason I should, except for the fact that I used the Bumble app exactly for what people use the Bumble app for. You know? And, so I'm gonna give the Bumble app an F-. It totally deserves the F-. After this much time and effort into trying to do the whole online dating thing, and to have this be my first and only real result of just, you know, devastatingly sadness. I just felt like, you know, okay, no, that form of internet's not working, so I'm going to go to this form of internet. And yeah, so I hope you're listening, internet. You know, avoid Angie at all costs if you see her on Bumble. 21-year-old Angie. And I think she's northwest part of Chicago. Yeah, and her, yeah, for anyone listening that may actually run across a 21-year-old, she's the one with the weird filters where her face looks smushed. So, and knowing me and knowing who I am and knowing that someone might actually listen to this, it'll probably be the one person that needs to hear it. You know, don't let the world get you discouraged. You know, don't let other people's pain define you. And for God's sakes, don't be nice to Angie, because she's not a nice person. She is only trying to get high and to fuck with other people. So, and if you know anything about me, that just makes it all the more ironic that the first things out of her mouth is, do you want to get high with me? In a way that I didn't even understand. Like, you would, some sort of, yeah, some sort of weird cannabis that I'd never even heard of before. Do you want to smoke this weird cannabis? I'm just like, I don't smoke anymore. God. You know. Oh, man. Fuck my life, right? Well, thanks for listening, internet. Crunch some rocks and talk to you. I'm just gonna sign off now.